I become a cartoon character that inspired killers. Look, before we even get to this, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If a cartoon character inspired you to do some bullshit or a game or anything, nigga, you are the problem, nigga. No, I'm talking about inspired. No, nigga. We all played GTA 4, 5, Saints Row, nigga. We played a lot. Call of Duty, nigga. None of us out here killing, whacking shit. No, nigga. You're the problem, nigga. I don't know why they be like everybody. Like the news used to be big. Like back in the day, they be like, oh, it's the games. It's the games that the kids are. No, it's them. It's them niggas. Let's go ahead and get into the welcome new people, new subscribers.
Growing up, you typically watch a lot of cartoons and will have your favorite cartoon characters. Sometimes, somebody can grow an unhealthy obsession over a cartoon character, which is called a parasocial relationship. These parasocial relationships over a cartoon character are extremely unhealthy because it had made some individuals commit some of the most heinous crimes, such as the case of Scott Dileski, who was obsessed with an Invader Zim episode that led him to cut out the organs from his neighbor. There's also the infamous case of Randy Stair, who shot up a grocery store due to his obsession with a character from Danny Phantom. In today's video, we talk about cartoon characters.
Ain't no fucking way y'all real. Ain't no way y'all. What the fuck?
That inspired killers. For the record, I do want to state that the cartoon.
Nigga, you look like a killer. Ain't no god. Nigga, you telling on yourself. Nigga, see, bro, look, nah, no way. This, nah. I see you, hey, you playing chess. But nigga, I play chess too, nigga. I can read your ass. You telling on yourself in this video. I understand. But I caught on very quickly once I saw you, buddy. Man, who's the character? That's all you guys said.
Two characters I talk about in this video didn't specifically tell these individuals to commit the crime because all three people that I do talk about do suffer from mental illnesses. I just felt like putting that out there. Okay. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter because I am going to try to be more active on those platforms, but enough blabbering, you're here for the topic and not me, so let's just get into it. Scott Dileski, Invader Zim. Scott Edgar Dileski was born on October 30th, 1988 in San Francisco, California to Kenneth Dileski and Esther Fielding. When Scott was 2 years old, both of his parents separated and was primarily raised by his mother alone. Because of this, Scott and his mom moved pretty frequently, which most of the time, Scott didn't have electricity growing up. And when Scott was in the 6th grade, he and his mom moved in with a family friend in Lafayette, California. Although they moved in with a family friend, the house was more so of a shack. When Scott's father found out about his ex-wives and son's living habits, he called CPS twice. Once in 1994 for general neglect and another time in 1995 for emotional abuse. Surprisingly, when he called CPS twice, CPS didn't make the effort to show up on both occasions.
Ain't that what y'all for? How the fuck we calling you to do your job, nigga, and you don't? I don't understand these niggas. What was y'all doing? Y'all are literally posting. That is literally the part of your job. That's like me calling the police and the police don't show up. That don't make no sense. That's like, bro, there's a robber in my house. Nigga, come help. And these niggas don't never show up, nigga. What?
Fast forward a bit, Scott is now attending Alka High School. Although when he was in elementary school, many teachers praised him as being a very sweet student, the same couldn't really be said when he was in high school, because during this time, he really dove into conspiracy theories, which made him an outcast. In 2002, he sadly experienced tragedy because his half-sister was the passenger of a car crash, which caused her and everyone in the car to pass away. Subsequently, his mom would have married and divorced for a second time. During this hard time for Scott, he became goth and even satanic because he...
Boy, I didn't even recognize... I remember that picture, but damn. That shit got to you, boy. My God.
Everyone in the car to pass away. Subsequently, his mom would have married and divorced for a second time. During this hard time...
That nigga had all A's in school. That nigga was right here. He was cool to everybody. This nigga, bro, Scott right here couldn't do no wrong. Oh, he probably wasn't even on the football team, maybe track. Now he's like a track star. He's like he know how to run, but I ain't gonna lie to you. That boy look fast as shit. Michael Myers ass nigga.
For Scott, he became emo goth.
That boy, that turn emo, nigga. That they said say cheese, nigga. I'll kill your bitch. Say it again. I'll kill your.
And even satanic, because he would bring a satanic Bible to school every day. By the time he reached 10th grade, Scott had dropped out of high school to instead pursue his GED. Afterwards, he enrolled in anthropology and psychology courses at Diablo Valley College.
No way.
Alongside his studies, he held a job as a baker in a bagel shop, which was co-managed by his mother. His work routine often began as early as 4 a.m. and extended until the shop closed, which was stated in the report. During the time when Scott was still in high school, Scott entered his emo phase, and he would start watching Invader Zim. Invader Zim is an American animated series blending science fiction with dark comedy, conceived by comic writer and artist Yonan Vasquez for Nickelodeon. It follows the exploits of an alien named Zim from the planet Urk, who is sent to conquer Earth with the help of his robot sidekick Gur, who wears a cute green doggy onesie. Nickelodeon approached Vasquez to create the show, targeting an older audience, and Invader Zim was the first pitch. Despite its initial popularity, the series faced declining ratings and financial constraints, leading to its cancellation before the completion of the second season. The show first aired on Nickelodeon from 2001 to 2002, but then reruns would start airing in 2006. In April of 2001, Nickelodeon released the Dark Harvest episode, and in this episode, Zim is sent to the nurse's office, but Zim's antagonist, Dib Membrane, tells Zim that he's going to get exposed as an alien because he doesn't have any human organs. Because of this discovery, Zim goes on an organ hunting spree by stealing and swallowing other students' organs. Dark Harvest is one of the darkest Invader Zim episodes. In fact, it may be the darkest cartoon episode of all time. Now, why am I telling you about this episode? Well, allegedly, it turns out that Scott had a fascination with this particular Invader Zim episode, and that this episode is the reason why he had a big fascination with human organs. Because of...
Don't you motherfucking tell me this nigga ate the... bruh. Don't you tell me he ate somebody, bruh. We gon' fight, bruh, for real life, bruh. There's no way. I ain't finding Scott though. His ass gonna win. That I ain't gonna lie to you. Hell no. Hell no, Scott. That damn picture I saw, boy. You got it, buddy. Nigga, crazy niggas, bro. I'll fight any sane nigga, but a crazy nigga, he got it. Shit, matter of fact, I ain't fighting nobody. Shit, niggas crazy. Niggas don't fight.
Of the episode, he wondered how the human body would function if certain organs were removed, which he would eventually test out. On October 15th, 2005, he tried to rob one of his neighbor's homes. The target of this burglary was attorney Daniel Horowitz. While trying to break into the empty home, Daniel's wife Pamela came back home. Out of fear of getting caught, Scott struck her on the head with a random object. While she was knocked out, Scott then carved a quote-unquote gothic signature on her back with a knife while she was still breathing. Scott's fascination with human organs kicked in because he later stabbed her in the stomach to remove her organs. He wanted to see how long the human body can function without certain organs, which has to be a very painful death. Does this sound like any particular cartoon episode? After the murder, Scott fled the scene. Daniel, Pamela's husband, finally came home to discover the body. On October 20th, 2005, Scott was arrested on suspicion of committing the...
Nigga, Scott look normal as shit right here, my nigga. Scott, bro, what the fuck? What? I didn't react to a lot of shit. Maybe I'm more conscious around this time, but what this nigga just told me and what I just heard with my own 2 ears, bruh, gotta be by far the craziest shit I just imagined, bruh. What the freak? What the... Bro, he cut and... But how are these people real? There's no way. What the
the murder. That's because they found knives in his room, and that Scott's shoes were a perfect match when it came to comparing the footprints back to the crime scene. The most damaging evidence linking Scott to the crime was evidence showing that Pamela's blood was found on Scott's belongings. The DNA of both Pamela and Scott was found on the ski mask worn during the crime. Scott Dylewski was convicted on all counts brought against him, including first-degree murder, the special circumstance of murder in the commission of a first-degree residential burglary, first-degree residential burglary, and an enhancement for using a dangerous weapon to bludgeon Pamela. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In 2018, Scott's sentence was reduced to 25 years to life in prison.
I thought you would say reduced to 25 years, and I thought you would say nigga got out. If he get out, bruh, if he get out, bruh, it's over with.
Prison after the state of California passed Senate Bill 394, which gives juveniles trialed as adults and sentenced to life without parole a chance for eventual freedom. He will be eligible for parole in 2030. During the trial, the Invader Zim episode Dark Harvest was cited. The prosecution asserted that the defendant had a fascination with body parts and organs, which could have stemmed from the Dark Harvest episode. There is a theory that the real reason behind the cancellation of Invader Zim was due to the Scott Dylewski case. This theory emerged due to the timing of the show's cancellation, which coincided with the investigation and subsequent arrest of Dylewski for the murder of Pamela. However, there is no concrete evidence to support this theory. Nickelodeon has not officially commented on the reasons behind the cancellation of Invader Zim, and this theory is more of an urban legend. Rest in peace to Pamela. Randy Stair, Danny Phantom. Andrew Blaze, real name Randy Robert Stair, was born on September 17, 1992 in Pennsylvania to Robert and Lorraine Stair, along with his younger brother, Jeremy Stair. Once Randy turned 18 years old, he got his first job at a McDonald's, but quit the same day after only working for only 3 hours. Randy had a handful of friends back in high school, and unlike the previous person we talked about in this video, Randy actually did finish high school. He had a small circle of friends, but he never had a girlfriend or dated, and it seemed like he was disinterested in women. In his diary, he says that he's been attracted to girls since the 9th grade and that he's never been attracted to guys. In fact, he finds men absolutely disgusting. It also seems that he had gender dysphoria because
you gonna hate your own gender, my nigga. Nigga, we hate like nigga. What the fuck? How you gonna hate us? What we do to you? Nigga say he love women but hate men. I don't. You got it, my bad, Tony.
He believed that he was supposed to be a ghost girl. More on the ghost part later in this video. When he was in the 10th grade, he grew very fondly into cross-dressing and was obsessed with wearing a bra. In 2011, Randy graduated from Dallas High School and attended his graduation ceremony. After high school, he enrolled at the Luzerne County Community College for 3 years, studying mass communications until 2014. Randy Stair is a very interesting case because he documented a lot of his life. Because on June 9th, 2008, when he was only 15 years old, he launched the Pioneers Production YouTube channel. On this channel, Randy would post vlogs and sketch comedy videos. Believe it or not, Randy actually had a few encounters with big YouTube stars. Randy stated that Fred and Angry Video Game Nerd were inspirations to him. He would also watch Make Me Bad 35, and he would even collaborate with Randy, and Fred would even leave a comment on one of Randy's videos. Back then, Make Me Bad 35 was a decently big YouTube channel whose content is very similar to Smosh. Fred, of course, being the first YouTube channel to hit 1 million subscribers, and Angry Video Game Nerd being the reason why Randy would overly swear in his videos. Randy would even record his videos in a similar style as the YouTubers I just mentioned. Another huge YouTuber that acknowledged Randy was the one and only Markiplier. But it was only because Randy sent fan mail to Mark, which Mark opened the package on camera, and Randy did get a verbal shout out from Mark.
Hi Mark, I've been watching your videos ever since I came across your Slender Elementary video back in November and I was hooked. I think it's great you use your audience for good, raising money for charity. Here's something to give you a chuckle. Take care from Randy Stair, Pioneers Productions. Bing! Thank you so much for the shot glass.
Another big channel that recognized Randy was Ray William Johnson. On June 20th, 2011, Ray would post a video titled Too Fat to Die, where he reacts to a clip of a contractor getting hit by 2 trucks, and it turns out that the original uploader was none other than Randy Stair.
Alright, a couple of interesting things about this. One, the kid who originally posted this actually vlogs regularly on YouTube, which usually isn't the case for people who post these videos. And good for him, you know? Someone gets hurt in his grandpa's yard and he's like, F it, I'm gonna post this shit on YouTube right next to my vlogs.
The last YouTuber that Randy Stair interacted with was Plasma Master Don. In case you don't know who Plasma Master Don is, well, he made vlogs and would do covers on popular songs, but most notably, he was a convicted sex offender. He would also pass away in...
How do we go from... Bro, you gotta give me a warning before you say some of this shit, bro. Cause I'll be like rocking with it. I'm like, yeah, okay. Then you say some shit like, how, what the, like, I'm like, okay, he do covers of songs. Okay, that's some real shit. He got a YouTube channel. Okay, he popping. He was also raised that, like, bro, you guys to give a warning, bro. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
And he's like, F it, I'm gonna post this shit on YouTube right next to my vlogs.
The last YouTuber that Randy Stair interacted with was Plasma Master Don. In case you don't know who Plasma Master Don is, well, he made vlogs and would do covers on popular songs, but most notably, he was a convicted sex offender.
That first.
He would also pass away in 2020 at the age of 73. Really? It is important to note that Randy Stair had a very unhealthy parasocial relationship with a character from Nickelodeon's Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom is an animated series created by Butch Hartman for Nickelodeon, debuting on April 3, 2004, following the 2004 Kids' Choice Awards, and concluding on August 24, 2007. The show revolves around Danny Phantom, a teenager who gains ghostly powers after an accident involving a portal between the human world and the ghost zone. He embraces the role of a human-ghost hybrid, defending his town and the world against ghostly threats with an array of supernatural abilities alongside his friends. Randy had an obsession with the character Amber McLean. Amber McLean, being a character from Danny Phantom, is a power-hungry musician ghost who hates authority. She thirsts for attention and has a seductively cutting, sarcastic personality. For this, she gains power when people say her name, as is shown in her first appearance when she attempted to gain power by performing the song Remember live and broadcasting worldwide in the hope that everyone would chant her name at the same time to empower her. She uses her guitar as her main mode of hypnotism as well as a weapon. Amber McLean is a pretty minor character because she only appeared in 9 episodes out of the 53 total episodes. Randy first discovered Amber McLean when he was only 13 years old. Randy would even state that Amber was there for him through his darkest times, leading his parasocial relationship to develop. Because of this obsession over Amber, Randy would start incorporating her into his videos. Not only that, because Randy would make more ghost girls that are inspired by Amber McLean, calling this group EGS, aka Amber's Ghost Squad.
He edited this? I ain't gonna lie, bruh, that boy fire. I ain't gonna lie, if he created this shit.
As you can see, the Amber he uses for his videos looks way different from the actual one from the show. Well, that's because Randy actually created this version of Amber in the Emblem Maker in Black Ops 2. He would then use the PNG of her and animate different facial expressions onto Amber, which later on he would actually learn how to animate. Randy was so delusional because he started to believe in his own lies by claiming that before we are born, we are ghost girls that sign a spiritual contract, and that once you die, you will become a member of EGS if you fulfill the requirements. EGS aren't just fictional characters in Randy's videos because he flat out turned this into a religion of some sort in his mind. As mentioned earlier, Randy only worked for a day at a McDonald's and quit afterwards. However, this wasn't his only job. His dad helped him get a job at the White Supermarket at Eaton Township, Pennsylvania. Believe it or not, he actually held this job for 7 years. Simultaneously, during the time of his employment, he was suffering from dark thoughts of offing himself and going through the EGS delusion. On April 15th, 2017, Randy would post a video titled First Time Shooting It, where he shoots his shotgun for the very first time. And for the record, his aim is complete ass. This disturb-
He said for the record, record, bro, his aim is complete ass, bro. I don't know what, bro. I didn't expect this nigga's funny, bro. I like this nigga, bro. Who is that nigga, bro? This nigga, he been throwing me off the whole video, bro. What is he?
Thoughts of offing himself and going through the EGS delusion. On April 15th, 2017, Randy would post a video titled "First Time Shooting It," where he shoots his shotgun for the very first time. And for the record, his aim is complete ass. What's disturbing about this is that Randy is wearing a Natural Selection t-shirt.
Shit.
For those who don't know,
Oh
Eric Harris, one of the Columbine shooters, wore this shirt during the shooting. Randy had an obsession with the Columbine shooting and even claimed that
Hold on. I'm not gonna laugh at this, but I'm laughing at the other shit, bro. Hold on. Let me calm down, bro. Like you be throwing me off, bro. You be saying some funny shit, and then you just say some dark ass shit, bro. Like you throwing me off. Lock in, bro. Come on, bro. You making me look terrible. Like, chill out. Okay, bro. We back in, y'all. Okay, we back.
Disturbing about this is that Randy is wearing a Natural Selection t-shirt. For those who don't know, Eric Harris, one of the Columbine shooters, wore this shirt during the shooting. Randy had an obsession with the Columbine shooting and even claimed that he looked up to them and that Randy had a special connection with Eric before he was...
I'm sorry, bro. That shit playing in my head, bro. Hold on. But this shit not fair, bro. Like, y'all. I'm not laughing, bro. I'm not, bro. It's just, this nigga's, bro. Like, y'all understand, bro. Please, no, do not do, bro. Chill. I know somebody finna get in the car. Chill. I'm not laughing at that, bro. I'm laughing at this nigga talking about his aim is complete ass, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I can't get out of my head. Keep replaying. Okay, I'm locked. No more laughing. It's not funny. Go.
Born. That's because he believes that he has met Eric in a spiritual realm that takes place before humans are born. Throughout the months, Randy finally came to terms about offing himself, but he didn't know where to do it or if he should take people with him. So on April 25th, 2017, Randy would let fate decide by recording this video.
So here's the deal. Got a 1983 quarter right here. You believe in fate? Here's the fate test. I'm gonna flip this 3 times, or the best out of 3 rather. And if it's heads, I'll do it here. If it's tails, supermarket.
He actually recorded this?
That's the tails.
Oh my god.
See that?
Oh my.
Good.
Yo.
It had to be, right? That's a heads.
That nigga's crazy.
Ooh, one of each.
This nigga's crazy.
Tension's building up.
No.
That was a high one.
Yo, there's no way.
Who is it? Oh, it's a tails.
What?
Way up there. Heads. Had to be, huh? Have to have it come down to the very last coin flip.
What the actual shit?
Behind the camera.
It's
Tails. That is a tails, folks.
On June 1st, 2017, Randy would make a 2-hour-long video to his parents telling them why he committed the horrible act that he was planning to commit. 2 days later, he would make another video titled Goodbye Earth, which is almost the same video as his previous one, but instead of talking to his parents, he is now talking to his fans.
What?
2 days later, on the 5th, he would record another video that's an hour-long titled House Tour, which is just an ordinary house tour video. Finally, on June 7th of 2017, Randy would record his final video. In this 10-minute video, he would just walk around inside the white supermarket without saying a word. This video was recorded in the morning, the day of the shooting. Later that night, when the people from the night shift walked in, Randy sadly took the lives of 3 of his co-workers, later turning the weapon to himself. All of these videos that I just talked about were all posted simultaneously a few minutes before the shooting. On Twitter, he posted links to his journal and a Mediafire link that contains all of the videos of him planning the massacre. He obviously did this because if he actually posted the videos the same day he recorded them, somebody would eventually report him to the authorities. So Randy recorded everything and posted everything minutes before the massacre, which would be too late for anyone to report him. After the massacre, the white supermarket closed down for a month, which was later reopened, and it is still open till this day.
What?
Brandon Hull, My Little Pony. Brandon Scott Hull.
What the fuck is you watching that shit for, nigga? My bad, y'all. That shit just like, what you watching that shit for? Like, my bad. Nah, I mean, some niggas like My Little Pony. Like, you feel me? Like, some niggas like SpongeBob. Some niggas like My Little Pony. You feel me? Like, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Was born on April 15th, 2001, residing in Indianapolis, which is the capital of Indiana. While growing up, Brandon loved fishing and roller coasters, but his childhood would take a very dark turn. At the age of 3, Brandon struggled with obsessive-compulsive disorder, often felt alone, and could not control his anger. At the age of 3 years old, his mother Sheila and father got into a huge argument. The father stated that if she leaves and takes Brandon, that he will off himself. After this, Sheila decided to go through with the divorce, and the father kept his word. Now, Brandon didn't witness this, of course, but knowing that your dad is no longer with you will still mess up a kid mentally. Throughout the years, Brandon would have been diagnosed with a handful of other things, such as obsessive-compulsive disorder, disruptive behavior disorder, and a generalized anxiety disorder. Sadly, Brandon's own mother had to call the police on him because he would sometimes attack her. Keep in mind, it's not like Brandon wanted to hurt his mom in the first place, but instead he couldn't control his anger. Brandon even told a school nurse that he doesn't want to be angry, but he simply can't control himself. When Brandon was only 11 years old, he was arrested for the first time. He was charged with battery, criminal confinement, and intimidation. He was accused of kicking and punching his mom before grabbing 2 table knives and stabbing her, slightly injuring her. Brandon was held in a juvenile facility for a few hours, went before a judge a few weeks later, and got probation. He got some counseling too. But Sheila said he was still suspended from school several times for fighting, and in 2014, she started homeschooling him. During this period of time,
he stabbed you, and you think the best idea is to homeschool this nigga? Fuck no, where you going to? I don't know, you ain't coming with me.
A social worker was coming to their home 2 days a week. Over the following years, Sheila attempted to help Brandon in coping with his anger at home, yet his social interactions remained sparse. Sheila was so frightened of Brandon's anger that she went to the police for help. At this point, Brandon had ceased taking his prescribed medication, including Lexapro, according to Sheila. In an interview, Sheila said,
"To get to that point, for any mother to get to that point, that's a red flag. I don't sit on the phone and say my baby might hurt himself or something like that. I went beating on doors, knocking them down if I had to."
On March 2nd, Sheila and Brandon went to the Army Surplus Store, a place they frequently visited. Wow. Brandon, who had a passion for all things military.
This nigga look evil. Hell no. Some nigga just got that look, but you just look at him like, yeah, this nigga crash out, but he definitely maybe it's the teeth with the braces, like, I don't know. Like, he's smiling, but he ain't smiling, like, I don't know. Like he'll crash out.
Terry enjoyed eating MREs there and ended up buying a gun with no ammo. Many wondered why his mother allowed this. She stated that Brandon was 18 and was going to buy a gun regardless, with or without her. So she went with him so she can at least monitor him a bit. Like many of us, Brandon grew up with the internet. The main 3 things he was fascinated about on the internet were mass shootings, white supremacy, and My Little Pony. Yup. He was in fact a brony. My Little Pony is a show whose target audience are little girls. The term brony is given to adult males that are fans of My Little Pony. Weirdly enough, there is a dark side to the brony community because there are a few cases of them doing degenerate things. Just like many bronies, Brandon had a room filled with My Little Pony merch. Brandon was also a huge fan of the pony Applejack and actually believed that he has a romantic relationship with said pony. During this time, Brandon got a job at a FedEx Grand facility in Indianapolis. He was making decent money that he actually moved out from his mom's house. However, in October of that year, Brandon had to move back in with his mom because he was let go from his job because Brandon would stop showing up to work. Brandon would also buy 2 more guns with his stimulus check money. A year later, on April 14th, 2021, Brandon would have his last counseling session. A day later, on the 15th, he would commit a heinous crime. He went to his old FedEx Grand facility job where he would take the lives of 8 people. There were at least 100 people in the facility at the time of the shooting, and many of them were changing shifts or on lunch breaks. Police officers responded to the scene shortly after 11 p.m., which Brandon took himself out inside of the facility before they arrived. An audio recording of the police dispatch for the scene of the shooting indicated that Brandon was found with 2 rifles. On that same day, Brandon would post his motives on Facebook, which is very disturbing. He did this to demonstrate his masculinity and would state, "I hope that I can be with Applejack in the afterlife. My life has no meaning without her. If there is no afterlife and she isn't real, then my life never mattered anyways." Brandon would also have My Little Pony stickers all over his arsenal. Rest in peace to the victims from this tragedy. Thank you so much for watching till the...
How you gonna end on some shit like that? What the... I don't even... What the... I don't... Whoa, y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions down below. Very sad cases, all mentally ill, very, I'm actually speechless, my nigga. That nigga said you want to show his masculinity. Bro, that's why, bro, I'm gonna end up on this, bro. You never know. Bro, your life could like that to a nigga that like My Little Pony. I'm not even trying to be funny, bro. Like, real life, bro. You could just, and like, you just go on, bro. Life crazy. I appreciate it, bro. Like, you never know. You gotta stay prayed up, bro. Every time you leave the house, bro. Like, people lost their parents, their kids, for no reason. To him just want to show his masculinity, bro. It's crazy the life we live in, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, it's crazy. This happened 3 years ago. It's 2024. This happened 3 years ago. I love y'all. Stay prayed up. Stay safe. Stay out of the way. I did like these things you can't predict. I'll see y'all next video. We out.